Talk a lot about growth in the suburbs on KSHP 41. This next story is just like that, how Blue Springs is trying to fill what it says is a gap in its housing availability there.
KSHP 41 News reporter Claire Bradshaw covers Eastern Jackson County extensively. Claire, how do they plan to do this?
Hey, good morning, you guys. They're planning on doing this by building luxury apartments. 2 new luxury apartment complexes, to be exact. One right here where I'm standing in the old lumber yard. I talked with the city's senior director of development. He says this attracts a new type of resident, the high-end renter. In March, the Blue Springs City Council approved proposals for 2 separate luxury apartments in commercial space. City planner Mike Mallon said this fills a gap in the city's housing market for those not wanting to be homeowners.
That would bring very high earners or keep very high earners in the city. And that just is great for the city's overall economic health. People who would shop at stores, go to restaurants.
The first would be built on city-owned land on Northeast Adams Dairy Parkway. The city selected a developer to build luxury apartments and retail space just south of the St. Luke's Clinic. There would be 322 units across 6 buildings with those luxury amenities like a pool and a golf simulator.
Just a lot of empty space like that.
Jared Montgomery owns Scout Coffee next to the vacant lumberyard on Main Street. That's the spot for the other approved luxury complex. That developer has plans for 210 units and more commercial space.
That would impact us in a really probably big beneficial way. So yeah, we're excited because people need their coffee.
And people need clothes. Joni Westcoat is from Lee Summit, but chose Blue Springs to house her vintage clothing store.
It was really intimidating as a new owner to go into a place that was really established.
Westcoat and Montgomery agree that downtown Blue Springs is missing something.
I would say definitely foot traffic.
Foot traffic.
And are optimistic that will soon change with the new complexes. So the next steps for these projects is really for the city to get those building incentives going and for the developer to make a development plan, present that to city council, get that approved. They have to go through some rezoning hoops. So all of that will start to happen this summer, hopefully, and we could probably see these start to pop up in 2026. Back to you.
And Claire, is the city seeing any growth in other housing areas?
They are, and I asked about that because you can't talk about luxury apartments without talking about single-family homes, which is something people in Blue Springs really cherish here. So I asked the city, they said last year they had the most building permits for single-family homes since COVID. So that's showing growth there. They also have around 10 new subdivisions being built. You can see a lot of that growth on the south side of town.
All right, Claire, thank you so much.